So the MC-11 is triggered in only two ways: automated or manual. So if there isn't an automated trigger, then it's definitely a manual trigger. From my speculation, I would assume that one of the customers
Yeah,
called up
yeah.
eBay asking questions like, "Where's my items?" and then they kind of like looked into further. That would be my best guess.
What I did was I requested my eBay data, and one of the things that I saw in there, because they give you like a zip file, saw in there was it shows you linked accounts.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. How you doing, bro?
Walaikum salam, brother. I'm doing pretty good.
Alhamdulillah, brother. So, bro, like I think I seen in the group you got MC-11, huh?
Yeah, on one of my accounts, and I don't know why.
Hmm. Like just randomly or?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I have a pretty smooth operation, so
Yeah.
no cancel it. I was checking, I was like, okay, so there's no INR, there's no recent INR. Like the last one was in September. There was no cancellation. That was
Mhm.
done like, oh, just for no reason. And even the last cancellation was like, I don't know, 2 3 weeks ago by the customer. The customer just canceling.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't see why I got it. I have no
Yeah.
clue why I got it. Like it makes
Okay.
no sense.
Let
So
me let me ask you a couple questions, all right? So, anybody contacted eBay? Did you contact eBay?
no, never. Where do you know?
Okay, and then
Mm,
did your customer by chance contact eBay?
I don't think so. I didn't have any even like returns or anything like that.
I got you.
That's why it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. What about like no, I trust the way you operate, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's if there isn't an automated trigger, then it's definitely a manual trigger. So the MC-11 is triggered in only two ways: automated or manual. So like talking
Mm,
to live chat, somebody can do that, or it can be an automated trigger from something that happened. But you know the way you talk, bro, like I know, like I'm pretty sure it was not automated from
yeah.
what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
spikes in sales or anything, yeah?
No, no spikes. No.
Yeah, so then that means, like from from my speculation, I would assume that one of the customers
Yeah.
called up
Yeah.
eBay,
Uh,
like asking questions like, "Where's my items?" and then they kind of like looked into further. And
right,
then
right.
that would be my best guess.
Okay. Fair enough. I
But
mean,
but
can't control that, so.
I would like to like investigate further. Like just
Yeah.
because, what if there's a trigger that we don't know about?
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Well, you can.
Yeah.
I do want to know, so is it better to like just not do anything? Because I don't want to. Just because
Is it linked with other accounts?
I would think so, right?
I wouldn't do anything. Like I would leave it.
Well, can you go more into depth about that? So when you say linked, obviously when you create multiple accounts, they all get linked in a way, right? If not through device or not through Wi-Fi, but through the name, right? So
Are they
um
linked by name
yeah,
or business?
so what actually causes all of them to go down? Like what would cause that?
Yeah, good question. So, when an account is linked, right? Think of a link is basically a thread, right? So me and you, if we had the same name, Farouk, we would have a thread that ties us together, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
can you hang me with that thread? No,
Oh,
right? It's only a thin thread, it's gonna break. So they don't have enough proof. When you have enough threads, like let's say we have the same name, same date of birth, same address, same bank account, now it becomes those threads twist into a rope, and now we can hang each other.
oh, oh,
Do you get what I
gotcha.
mean?
Yeah, gotcha. So, I mean, people who have been banned, or I shouldn't say that, people who got an MC-11 and they had multiple accounts and they just didn't fight it, were their other accounts fine?
Yeah, yeah, and but you gotta understand why though. Because if you so when you get an MC-11, usually it's an automated trigger or a manual trigger, right? But either
Right.
case,
Yeah.
you get the MC-11. And
Yep.
usually if it's a manual trigger, it's done by a low-level support, like customer service or something.
Mm,
And then that customer service, when you appeal the MC-11, then the higher powers, the trust and safety team, is the one that reviews the
mm.
account.
Gotcha.
Right.
That's very good to know. And yeah, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the trust and safety team can see how linked you are to other people, right? And then if they don't have, let's say you're linked by just your name and everything else is different, one of the ways, so let's say I'll tell you this, right? One of the ways that they link you is by even asking you, do you have multiple accounts?
Yeah, I feel like they do that
Yeah,
when you call them. When I've called them, whenever you have a new account, right? And then that's like one of the first few questions they ask you. Hey, do you have multiple accounts?
right. And the moment you say yes, that is another link, right, that they can hang you with. So the answer should be always no for that question, right?
Of
And then,
course, of course.
right.
Do you know about the request my eBay data? Have
Uh,
you ever seen that?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if I've done that.
Okay, I'm not new to being MC-11, MC-99. When I got one of my first ones, I think back in like I don't know March, April. I got suspended, and then luckily I didn't have my name back then because it was the status change. So what I did was I requested my eBay data, and one of the things that I saw in there because they give you like a zip file. And one of the things that I saw in there was it shows you linked accounts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that one didn't have any,
You
obviously.
you still got that file?
Probably. I don't think I deleted it. Yeah, I could show you sometime. And I did it for this new one too, for the one that got banned. And I'm gonna kind of see like what's going on with that. So,
Oh, very, very interesting, bro. That's so in Germany, let me tell you one of the ways that people actually make new eBay accounts in Germany, right?
yeah.
So in Germany, if you, let's say you get banned, right? The
Mm-hmm.
EU has a data protection law. So that means that you can request eBay to delete all information they have on you, right?
Mm.
So they get banned, and then the guys who are really clever, they message eBay, they say, wipe my data, and then you can even get a lawyer to make sure that they do. And then once they do, you make another account.
Couldn't you do that here too?
I'm not sure. I've never heard about it. Maybe like I'm not sure about the US laws how it works, but in the EU they do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so the conclusion is don't do anything, right? Just chill.
I wouldn't do anything. Yeah.
Can I change my name on the account?
It's. I mean, I would assume they have a record.
Okay. So don't
Yeah.
even bother.
Yeah. I wouldn't bother. Let me actually search it up. In the
Okay.
US, can you? So it's saying that you can
Yeah, I
request eBay to
figured.
do it. Yeah, in the US as well. But
But I
eBay
think they
states
keep it
that
for yeah,
exactly.
good.
They say they will. It says that they will still retain certain personal data
Yeah,
if
for like
legally
six
required.
months. Yeah.
I wouldn't even believe them in the US if they said they did.
What do you mean?
Like if they told you they deleted it, like I don't believe they
Yeah.
would unless you actually lawyered up and then you did something about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna fight it. I just don't want the other accounts to get cooked. Is there anything else that I need to do?
No, I would leave it and just move on. If you still have your buying privileges.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, with linked accounts, I wouldn't like try to appeal it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to appeal it anyway. Even if it wasn't linked, I felt like it's easier to make another account rather than trying to fight the appeal.
So
Yeah, I
so
wouldn't.
I
Personally.
don't mind to interrupt, but so this came about through status change though.
What do you mean by that?
The like the banned account. So this was like an account that you did status change on, yeah, and then they eventually just like
Yeah,
they oh wow.
yeah. And I don't know why. Like,
Yeah,
because I mean, I think Sammy's right. That's the only thing I can think of, like where a customer called or something. But I have a very tight way to like run that account so things don't slip. And I even checked afterwards. I mean, there wasn't any INRs, there wasn't any spikes, any refunds or anything like that. So it has to be like a customer calling or something.
yeah. So until we until I want to check out the account sometime after,
Yeah.
and then before I make like a final conclusion, because sometimes maybe there's something I missed.
Yeah, maybe something I missed. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, you bet.
Now,
Hey,
see,
can
that's kind of
I?
scary too. That's kind of scary too, because like for me, it's like status change is kind of like one of the main ways I'm trying to scale too. And like to make to like kind of with my second account, my third, fourth, and fifth account. That I'm gonna
You
do it up to
shouldn't be.
5.
You shouldn't be. I mean, I have more. I have like six accounts in total. So, and I mean, now I don't have this one, so 5. But yeah, you
Wait,
shouldn't
sorry,
be. I mean, go ahead.
sorry, what happened? I kind of came back. What happened with Farouk in your account?
One of them just got MC-11.
MC-11?
Yeah,
What happened? Or like, is it still unknown?
I have no idea what happened. Because I mean, I run it pretty good. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have anything like going on with it, so we're
Yeah.
thinking it's just like a customer called into eBay or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, yeah. No, we'll get to the bottom of it, and inshallah we'll find the reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy I'm not like all my accounts aren't cooked, so I don't really care that much as long as all the other ones are fine.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you.
see,
But
like the thing is that for me, like I'm really big into like flipping now, like because I'm in a bunch of Discord groups that kind of post these like cheap things. So part of my strategy is going to be like I'm going to be like kind of blending those like physical flips into the new like accounts that I create just to give them like an extra layer of protection. So when I make my third account, I'll kind of start kind of selling my flipped accounts on that account and blend them in with the drop. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be a smart strategy, but it's worth a try.
Caleb does that.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a few guys that are actually doing that right now. Like I actually met a guy recently that's doing exactly that. It works. It just the flipping stuff is labor.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's
But if you
but
labor,
yeah, I
put
but
mean,
it's high profits though.
yeah, fair. Fair. Yeah. I mean everything works if you wanna scale it, yeah?
sure.
So Farouk, do you have clarity on the do you have anything you want to talk about?
No, I
Thanks for
think
the
I'm
update
good.
then.
Yeah. I guess I do actually. Sorry. So
Sure.
I know we spoke a bit earlier about the VA stuff. So I asked Noeen. He said he doesn't really have anyone else. Should I just go to like Facebook and like find some guys from like Philippines, something like that?
No. Like let
No.
me ask Anis or someone else.
Yeah. All right,
So
please.
yeah, because like as I said, it's better to go kind of from internally somewhere.
No, 100%. I mean, I was gonna start running it myself at this point because yeah, I have that issue with the trust. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let me talk to Anis and see if he can find somebody else. You know what I
okay,
mean?
brother, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Inshallah, brother.